Welcome back to our Semi-Canon San Diego Sandbox, where my computer mouse is dying, and we might have to click things a few times to get them to work. We have a welfare specialist available for recruitment. Just the one. Let's grab him, though. We're missing one of these guys. Even though our welfare specialists often end up being the ones who just sit here and don't actually do much. Still, we might as well get the full set. Next. Next dinosaur to be added to the park is going to be the Metriacanthosaurus, who has a complete genome sequence. The Metri skin should be what? It should be Death Valley Rana, and it defaults to Lithobates. Why? I don't know. Large appetite, intolerant. We don't care about these things. We actually don't really care about lifespan anymore at this stage either, I don't think. We could pump this full of resilient. Or we could go humble. I guess humble. Well, we get a humble alpha and we're good. So we don't need max humble. We just need a humble alpha. On the same token, I don't think we really need max resilient either. Maybe we just go 75-75 on these two and call that a day for Metri. It's probably fine. These are going to be the next two Carnivore Enclosures, and I've kind of laid out some spacing here to keep defenses consistent, which we might use for the herbivore layout. I haven't fully decided on how that's going to look quite yet. So this should be like Deinonychus and Metriacanthosaurus, I suppose. So we'll probably go with Metri in the bigger enclosure.
Hey, we get all this
and
a paycheck too.
So yeah, we'll probably do that. Just get some water in here for these dudes. And we gotta get our scientists done with whatever they're working on right now before we can go ahead and get those dinos in. I think we'll work on... I think if we get the Tylo and like the Metri and the Deinonychus in, that'd be a good time to redo the shops after that. I think before then it doesn't really matter that much. Do we have any upgrades we're missing? I don't know if we... I think everything was upgraded. Yeah, you're not upgraded, but we can't. What about our hatchery over here? Sure. Alright, sauropods done, fossils are done. Let's get the Metris cooking. That'll be you. Fossil processing. Do we have anything else? No. So we're waiting on the expedition.
This one is way too good to pass up. After you check it out,
appeal.
I think you'll agree.
Seems like the one to do.
You'd think dinosaurs would be enough, but we have competition. Look, it's a raptor eat raptor world now, so we need to do everything we can to get our park rating on an upward trajectory.
I'm afraid any interesting brushes we could still use. Did we never do grassland shrubs anywhere, maybe? I can't remember. I think we had these in the arena. And then we kind of pulled them out. A little bit of embellishment there, so those enclosures at least look like something that way. We'll worry more about it once we actually have some dinos in there. We see their actual needs. Guess we can do that. So that'll be done after we get that processed. We'll grab this new welfare, send him out on that. Somebody else can go out and get me some more Deinonychus, since that'll be also getting finished up here pretty quick. Sure. And then research. Did we just do Diplo? Yes. Diplo... maybe not an immediate thing. Probably want our new enclosures to be set up. Let's do aviary dome. Our new herbivore enclosures, that is, to be set up before we do that. Logistics, 2 genetics. Wait, are you already done cooking those metries? Yes, let's get the metries going instead. Before we do anything else. Intolerant. Cohab, attack rangers, but it's fine. I guess we'll take all 3. Do I want 3 metries just like thematically? Because we've got 3 Albertos. It feels weird having 3 and 3. I might just do 2 just to mix up like populations a little bit. And then we can dodge the intolerance so the Jeeps have an easier time. Yeah, I kinda like that, I think. Just for theming. So you do this. And now if we want to do that hatchery research, that was like 10, I think, for welfare. You're capped. You're not, but you have no points. I could... Oh, you have a welfare cap of friggin' 2. Really, my dude. Well, we got a guy on fossil extraction that can do that research, I suppose. So that's fine. So yeah, we'll get them. Deinonychus will be done when the fossils come in. We could... You know what? Deinonychus... Hold on. Is Deinonychus early or fairly late in the tree? I forget this. It might actually want the larger enclosure. Wait, where is it? Oh, no, it's way up here. Okay, so Deinonychus should be pretty chill, actually. It should be able to take the small one. Metri is not exactly exotic either, but bigger dinosaur will look better in a bigger pen. So, yeah, it should be fine. Deinonychus, Metrocanthosaurus. And then we're going to have to get our tour figured out. Oops, we got an infested feeder. Which means we're going to have disease, some E. coli, which we should have the treatment for, I'm pretty confident. Let's double check and make sure we don't want to cheat, right? Oh, do we have all the skins? No. Behind efficient metabolism, large appetite, Amazon Gambia. Do we actually need this for skins? I want this for Geosternbergia. Okay, so do Diplos first, probably to get large appetite, potentially, and then do Geosternbergia. Because we want a Lost World style skin for the Geostern. E. coli, though. Yeah. Okay. And did we get the tours? Yes. So, park tour can be set up here. Yeah, we want to get the lagoon set up first, though, before we do the tour. We can go ahead and get some viewing galleries in here. Yeah, actually, galleries first, towers second. That's the way to do it. So we'll need a tower back there. This one's pretty well covered by a single tower, for the most part. Or a single gallery, for the most part. So we get a gallery there, we get a tower in... Oops. Focused on this section here. Oh, obstructed by the wide path. Wait, really? Is it... Oh, the spacing got slightly different. How did that happen? Yeah, actually rather different. How did that get spaced so weirdly? Because it should be... The way I've laid this out was by money. 404. Wait. It's clearly not. Because this is way narrower. How in the world? I wonder if I took it from the corner in a weird way. That's okay, we can fix that. Just delete this. We'll fix that off screen real quick, like. Which means this side's probably also way too close then. How did I mess that up? I literally like double checked it. And then it was just not correct. Well, that sucks. What do we do here? I guess the play would be we have to delete like the front section and then expand it back out. Why don't I fix this? Alright, it's fixed. We can do this research real quick. Get that going. Start the aviary. Basically, yeah, managed to slide these back. We've changed this little junction here a little bit. But everything looks pretty good. There's our Metriacanthosaurs. 2 of you. We'll toss the 2 of you in. I'm really torn between putting them in the small one and the big one. We'll put them in here. If the Deinonychus are not happy in here, we can always swap them around later. And do we still have fossils to process? Yeah, the 1 piece of amber here. Let's have you do that really quick. Even though those other fossils are almost in, we'll just get that Deinonychus, or that Tylosaurus in real quick. Real quick, like.
Transit has commenced.
And then if we get enough amber here to finish off the Deinonychus, we can shift over to the Diplo next. That might be it. It's hard to say with the way the diminishing returns kick in if that's going to be 11% total or if that's going to be like less. I think it might be not quite there. It looks to me... Wait, which one was the... original Deinonychus sites? Maybe it is done. Yeah, I don't remember... Because you can't see the ones that are complete, what was there, so it looks to me like it actually is complete. Alright, Diplodocus, go. Person needs to be arrested. Then that should be pretty good. We'll get these Metries set up, then we'll get the Tylo in. Well, these should be, yeah, the basically your canonical Metriacanthosaurus in the sense of the Jurassic World promotional material, the website. Metriacanthosaurus, of course, also on the list for the original park. You see its name in the film as a DNA vial. So it's got good support in that sense.
Let me introduce
Looks
you
to me
the
like they're
Metriacanthosaurus.
pretty happy.
Say that fast 3 times. This is another alpha predator that, while not as big as some of its cousins, tends to stand more upright. So I guess it has good posture while it's tearing you to shreds.
How does it stand more upright? I don't see that. Also, what? Why Metri? Why give that sort of trait to Metriacanthosaurus? Weird. I'm gonna give him a regular meat feeder too, just because. Oh, and we'll need a ranger station over here to cover these exhibits. I think we'll just chuck it in the kind of in-between area. Maybe a little skewed towards the Metri side. And we need to put the side gates in. We never did that. Including over here. We'll just keep the same kind of basic layout we've been doing with the double, I guess triple gate structure. Double gates with a gate leading into the gates. Do you like gates? I like gates. You have 3, including the lagoon. You have 2. You can administer this area. Okay, and then they should be good to go. The Tylo should be done too now. So let's see what we can do with you. Tylosaurus. So the Tylosaurus from Jurassic Park the Game by Telltale. I marked this down as looking like Killian with a little bit of Papurana. It's got pretty distinctive stripes and Jurassic Park the game. The creature looks pretty different overall, but it's fine. Tolerant. We probably want to go... Yeah, let's go max humble on this guy. See if we can fit it into the existing lagoon. Beyond that, some resilience probably good. And then, I don't know, have a little bit of lifespan. Roll the dice on that. I mean, we can't get 100% resilience, so I guess we just roll the dice and maybe we get a super Tylo. It doesn't matter. Like, the run's not going to go long enough for him to die of old age, and the run's also probably not going to run into an issue of disease on the Tylo being a problem. If this were the aviary, I'd push resilient for sure, though. But given that it's just the one Tylo, and we don't have the issues of like the drones getting stuck in the lagoon like they do in the aviary, I think it's fine. So there's you. We'll get you out and see if you're fine there or not. We'll let you eat some plezies and stuff.
Great work. That is how you get it done.
Yeah, they've got their territory's taken over kind of the whole area. It's not bad. Packy Rhino assaulting my vehicle. You bastards.
Let's team up on this next objective.
More appeal. Why
You do the
not?
work, I'll
Whatever.
take the credit. That's a win for us both.
Do we have more
The
fossils?
park
Yes.
rating could be higher, and I'd hate to think I
Of course we
failed
do.
in getting
Right,
you to
because we
work
finished the
harder.
Deinonychus. I'm dumb. Obviously, we had more fossils to process. Yeah. Research. Aviary upgrades would be good. Can't swing with what we have. Pterosaurs. What locks Geo? Geo is available. Okay. Cool. Yeah, so those are kind of it for research. We just don't have the people available to do it right now. So we just have to wait. Which I suppose tracks. So we get these fossils in. Those aren't high priority either. Well, let's do a quick cut. Okay, we got some fossils. Got to get these guys processed first, but it looks like we got a single Diplo fossil. Not fantastic. Let's go out and just pick another Diplo dig site to hit up here. There should be like 3 or so, I think. Yeah, there's one. You do that. You get rested. And the Tylo is ready to go. 2 viable eggs. Aggressive, antisocial, aggressive, intolerant. Not much of a choice. I don't know if it matters in either case, actually. Because they can't actually attack ranger teams. I guess if we're okay with it living with the plezies and eating them, it actually makes more sense to go antisocial than intolerant because it might be unhappy initially. It's an argument. It's not a great argument, but it's an argument. We're only gonna do the one Tylo because there's only one Tylo in the in Jurassic Park the game, and that's what that's being based on for the Semi-Canon condition of the park build. Deinonychus. Let's get them going next. Deinonychus. The Deinonychus is coming solely based off the DPG lore. So we have no information to go with at all there. We'll do full random. I'm thinking, yeah, get rid of that. I'm thinking full humble. Maybe not full humble. 50-50? Then like maybe a little bit of resilient and I don't know. 75% humble, 20 little, yeah, let's do that. 25% resilient, 2 pips, but only gets you to 25%, and then 75 humble. So yeah, these guys, I think out of everything in the park, these are probably the thinnest, like, species in terms of evidence. I guess technically the Styrak and the Uoplo, Styraks aren't in yet, of course, are also very similarly thin in their justification, being only from the DPG, except they have a little bit better benefit by virtue of being novel species in both cases. Although interestingly, they're both species you don't actually ever encounter in the novel. They're never actually like seen by the tour group. Okay, so you guys are cooking. You're resting. 30 seconds on Dinosaur National Monument. We'll have to get... We can't really put in the Diplo, or I don't want to put in the Diplo until we've dealt with the tours which are going in over here. So, also we didn't process fossils because we had... Yeah, you know what? Just grab some stuff. I don't care what. Just clear out fossils. You... Expedition for some more. Where's the other? There's a Diplo site. I think we should probably, I've seen some 8s. We should probably grab this 7 person and just make sure they get an 8 now, so we have to do it later. Deinonychus. Incubation complete. How many did we grab? 5 out of 3 minimum? Okay, yeah, 5 seems like a fine enough number for a raptor pack.
Collection request received. Picking up assets.
Obviously, they'll need a feeder. We'll give them some goat. We'll give them some meat.
Asset has been collected.
That way, they never go hungry. And then we'll see
Transported.
how happy they are in here and what other requirements they need. I think usually the Deinonychus need forest. And I'm not sure
Transportation
if that, Yeah, so... This is something I've never been completely clear on, but it does seem to be true that like the dinosaur requirements change depending on the biome. Because nothing like needs forest. Which is interesting. You're super basic, huh? Fit Humble, Limpopo, Pulcarana. You're actually not super basic. That actually is a pattern. It's just a pattern that completely like blends in. Okay. I'm actually probably gonna give them some tree. Oh, there's no default tree brush in desert. That makes sense actually. That kind of tracks. So what do we want to decorate this with? We can get some basic ground foliage. But we could do some tree. Not much of a tree. I think we'll do that. Let's do a little bit of this. Just for decoration along the backside there, maybe, like that. And then we can grab this brush that we're using over here and do a little bit more to like further decorate this exhibit. I actually kind of like the arid strip here a little bit. I think that's fine. Just kind of some different little bits in here.
Dinosaur is important for a number of reasons. I mean, they're all important, but this one, the Deinonychus, was the center of debate among paleontologists for many years. Specifically, were the dinosaurs cold-blooded or warm-blooded animals? With them alive and in the park, we have our answer.
Kinda sucks that your comfort already counted itself as bad. I guess it took you long enough to get over here that it kind of kicked in already. I like the striping on the tail. This one is Mangrove Calcarana. Well, let's let them all get flown over, then we'll check them out more. Looks like their territory should be pretty good. They want a lot of open space, but they should have plenty of it, so... Alright. And then if we get this Tylo out, which is another minute. Then we can sort out the park finances and then work on the herbivore enclosures. And the aviary, of course. I was thinking it might be fun if we put the aviary in the back. But it's going to be... It would have to be off to one side, which is kind of weird. Might put the aviary in the front. Lagoon on one side, aviary on the other side, and then the two warriors branch off in either direction? Not sure. Not sure yet what we want to do. Yeah, it's gonna be a little weird either way, probably. We'll figure it out. It'll work out. Visibility's pretty good. Few little gaps, but they're relatively minor. Fossils. Another batch came in. Some stuff. Let's clear out some cheap stuff here. We got some 2s and 3s. Yeah, that's a good way to clear space. You do this, you get rested. And let's go dig up. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's get that Geosternbergia research knocked out so we can dig that up whenever we need it. Just make sure we meet the requirements here. Yeah, and then whoever's left over gets to go do a dig. Perfect. All right. Comfort, 100%. Looks like we got them all. You are Champlain Pelophylax. Very interesting blue colorization there. Kind of an aquamarine. Ooh, and you got the same, but you're on this red base, which is weird. Good base color, I like that. I like the Sonoran skin on the dino. This Deinonychus, the aquamarine coloring's pretty weird though. Oops, went the wrong way. Champlain Rana. Interesting. Kind of, that was a... Jesus, dude. He chucked that goat. I don't know if I've ever seen that before, actually, in all the hours of playing this, that they throw the goats. That's an interesting skin combination. That's what I was gonna say. The green and the red, nice little Christmas colors. Seems fine. And then yeah, we got our other boys over here. We got a good set for like a desert vibe. There should be some variations in colors too. I like the trees in the distance across the waterway. I think that's pretty good with the desert in front. They're fucking up my Jeep, of course. Classic raptor behavior. Alright, there's some more fossils, and our Tylo's ready to go. So let's check the fossils first. Or not check the fossils, but get the fossils processed first. How are we doing on Diplo specifically? Not great. A lot of other junk. Oh, there's a Diplo Amber. Get that done. Then I guess we'll clear out the low-end stuff. Except that we don't have enough low-end stuff. Get that Amber out of there, I guess. That's fine. There's that. And you. Mr. Tylosaurus. The, kind of the first aquatic in the franchise in some sense, right? If you consider
I'd say. Yeah, and I guess I have.
the Jurassic Park the game to be more canonical than some of the other filler games.
Remember when you were a kid and
I guess
told
that's
you
pretty
not to eat
ambiguous,
and go in the
but-
water? Well, with this predator, the Tylosaurus, if you go in the water, you're gonna get eaten. I mean, seriously, this is every sailor's nightmare come to life.
I think that's a decent rendition of the Jurassic Park the game skin. Like, the model is completely different, but I think the skin pattern's actually okay. It's a little less lightly colored seen like this. It's a little bit more light colored in the species viewer, which is where I cooked up the skin pattern combo. So this is still about the lightest skin color we could really get. Or kind of the, to match the shade of, like, the Jurassic Park the game Tylo. Yeah, you can kind of see it there from the top. It looks about right. Alright, well, how unhappy are you? Oh, you're not unhappy. You are completely just barely happy. Okay, so the lagoon works. We don't have to do anything with it for them. And these guys are panicked, but they're also actually perfectly fine. So we'll let him eat the Plezzies if he wants to, which, I mean, I assume he'll want to. Okay, so we don't actually have to go out of our way to make the lagoon work here. 3 tiles is enough for 1 Tylo. And how many points are you, by the way? You are 1661. Alright. And he should eat the crap out of those Plezzies, I would think. Well, so the next objective is to get the shops set up properly. Right now, we've got a set of smalls and 2 sets of mediums, and we did the large ones, right? Let's take a look. Yeah, we unlocked the large ones. So I think we'll just delete all the shops and just put in new sets. So while we do that, let's get some research going. Aviary Hatchery Advanced Equipment, yes. 10, 4, 3, sure. Rest you. And you do fossils. Great. Okay, we'll pause while I set up the shops here to end this episode. Okay, here's what we got. We just did a dig for some more Diplo. This is the where we put the amenities in. We put a set here, we put a set here. This gets us to about 85%. We need shop coverage down here and shop coverage down here. But that's going to have to wait until we put the actual herbivore areas in, I think, because it's going to take a little bit more finessing to get that to all work. What am I doing? Not this. I need paths. That's what we need. Let's get the widest paths, too. That way we can start to replace those. And then I pulled a bunch of stuff out of this segment of the park. I think we're going to actually put our aviary right here, if we can fit it. That's going to be the big question. I guess we can actually build it. So yeah, if we put our aviary in, how do we want to set it up? I guess maybe we swing back here, see if we can fit 2. Or do I build it right in this spot? Oh, this might take some finessing to get this to go in the way I kind of envision it. Maybe I should have checked this previously. Well, we can free rotate it too to make it work better. So that hits that. We can always move that too. Another option would be if we put one in here and we kind of align it with the corners. Can we sneak one in on each corner? Not really, because the paths are different, kind of different lengths. The corner pieces, that is. See, that almost fits. If we rotate it around and we do 2 there, that might work. Well, why don't we worry about that next time? For now, we can go ahead and move you. Put you around somewhere else slightly different. Right in here. This is kind of a good spot for it to sit. Right between all this stuff. Which is gonna shut the park down temporarily, but that's fine. Just let that redo itself. All right, and let's end the episode with the whole park in a blackout. It seems like a thing to do, huh?